We all love Bingo, and we're sure Bluey wouldn't be the same show without her. But did you know there's a good chance the next season could feature an episode set in the future where Bingo becomes a mom? Ringo. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen the future in Bluey. The series has already shown, in different episodes, things that will only happen many years from now, like Bingo graduating from school alongside Lila, and Bluey meeting Jean-Luc again during their teenage years. Another incredible future moment happened in the episode Surprise, when the adult Bluey appears and it's revealed that she has a daughter. Since we already know the little blue pup will become a mother when she grows up, it makes perfect sense that Bingo might also have a child. And if that's the case, the show will definitely reveal it at some point. A great way to do that would be through a special episode in the next season, focused specifically on Bingo's child. We're gonna call him Ringo, since it's a name that echoes the sound of his mom's name. In fact, there are scenes in the series that show Bingo already has the desire to become a mom someday. She clearly loves playing with babies, and even asks Chili if she will have a child in the future, to which Chili responds that it will depend on Bingo's own decision. It really feels like the show is slowly building the idea that the youngest member of the Healer family will grow up to become a mother. Want to know what might happen in Bingo's baby episode in Bluey Season 4?
And for you who made it this far, we have a special invitation. Click the join button down below and become part of our exclusive group of subscribers. We have 3 plans for you to choose from. You can become a Wave Fund member and use our badges on your profile and special emojis in the channel's video comments. Or you can become a Wave Plus member and get early access to our videos and priority replies in the comments. But if you want access to our exclusive members-only videos and polls, you can become a Wave Max member. Starting at $2.99, you can become the newest member of Cinewave. Click now and get even closer to us.
Father. One incredible opportunity this episode could have would be revealing who will become Bingo's husband in the future and the father of her child. It's the kind of question many fans ask. Will it be a completely new character that she only meets when she grows up, or the adult version of a kid who has already appeared in the series? In our opinion, the right answer would be the second option, and we even have an idea of who could become Bingo's love interest in the future. Dougie. He was the highlight of the episode Turtle Boy, appearing as a deaf boy who plays in the same park as Bingo and uses the exact same toy turtle she does. However, they both go to that park at different times and have never actually met, sharing this connection only through the toy turtle that was left behind in the park. Many fans believe it's only a matter of time before Bingo and Dougie meet, because it feels like they would get along really well. Others go even further and think it would be incredibly cute if the two of them eventually fell in love when they grow older. It's similar to what happened with Bluey and Jean-Luc, who are widely shipped by fans even though Jean-Luc only appeared in a single episode. Because of Dougie, Ringo and Bingo would grow up using sign language at home so we can understand them. So get ready to see them talking with their hands during breakfast.
Personality. As for Ringo's personality, we have good reason to believe he would be a quiet child, maybe even quieter than Bingo herself. Bluey's little sister is already more calm and well-behaved than the blue pup, even though she isn't exactly shy. Meanwhile, Dougie seems to be a quieter boy as well. Besides not speaking, we never see him playing with other children. In other words, Ringo's biggest influences come from people who are quieter rather than loud, which could make him a very shy child. And that's without even mentioning Lila, Bingo's best friend, whom Ringo would also get to know very well. After all, the episode Daddy Drop-Off confirmed that Bingo and Lila will remain best friends forever. So Lila would remain deeply involved in Bingo's life even after she becomes a mom, acting like a cool aunt to Ringo. Lila is a very shy girl who only started opening up after Bingo wanted to play with her. So Ringo would have yet another shy person in his life who could influence him. And you probably know very well how a large part of a child's personality is shaped by the influences around them. We would absolutely love to see this Ringo episode released in the next season of Bluey. Would you like to see it too? If so, comment down below #Ringo. Friendships. If Bluey had Bingo to play with all those years, who will Ringo have? We can already say that he won't have a sibling, at least not yet, so his best friend will be someone else. In this case, it will be a best female friend, Bluey's daughter, whom we like to call Roxy because of her purple color, and also because her name starts with R, just like Ringo, in the same way that Bluey and Bingo both start with B. Since Bingo and Bluey are so close, they will probably live near each other, which means Ringo and Roxy will be able to play together whenever they want. It's easy to imagine how funny their interactions would be, with Roxy being much more extroverted and energetic than Ringo. The two of them would completely balance each other out, and this episode would likely make a point of showing that. But Ringo would have other friends too, both from school and from the neighborhood. He would also have more cousins besides Roxy. It would be interesting if one of those cousins were Muffin's child, someone who might have just as short a temper as she does. His name could be Cupcake, another food-based name just like Muffin's. Trouble getting pregnant. Not everything in Bingo's life would be smooth sailing, especially before she has Ringo, because some very difficult things may have happened first. Perhaps she struggled for a long time to have a child before finally managing to have Ringo. At least that's what we think based on certain details involving the lives of Bingo's mother and aunt, Chili and Brandy. For many years, Aunt Brandy had serious trouble getting pregnant, to the point that she even stopped visiting Chili because she didn't want to see her nieces and be reminded of what she couldn't have. That only changed in the episode The Sign, when we discover that Brandy finally succeeded in becoming pregnant. Chili herself went through an even more serious situation, having lost a baby who passed away before even being born. This is never directly stated in the show, but the episode The Show strongly hints at it when Bingo plays the role of her mom during the time she was pregnant with Bluey, with a balloon under her shirt representing the baby. However, the balloon suddenly pops, and this leaves both Chili and Bandit looking shocked, almost as if they are reliving a traumatic moment from their lives that Bluey and Bingo never even knew had happened. That moment is what sparked the theory that Chili had lost a child in the past. Later on, Joe Brumm, the creator of the series, confirmed that this really did happen in an interview for a book. In other words, it's quite clear that Chili's family has a history of fertility struggles, something her daughters could inherit. But the one most likely to inherit it would be Bingo, since her fur colors match those of Chili and Brandy. On top of that, Bingo, Chili, and Brandy are the same breed. They are all red healers, a breed known for having fertility problems, and it's very likely that the situations involving Brandy and Chili are references to that. The balloon popping scene in the show could also be a hint that Bingo might go through the same situation as Brandy and Chili, spending years trying to have a child before finally succeeding. In the worst case scenario, Bingo might even lose a baby in the same tragic way that Chili did. That would leave Bluey's sister extremely sad, and the light in her life would only return with the birth of Ringo. Work. Another thing that would be important in the Ringo episode is Bingo's professional life. What do you think she will do for a living? One of the most widely accepted theories is that Bluey's sister will follow the same path as her father, Bandit, becoming an archaeologist. That makes a lot of sense when we remember that Bingo has always been a very curious little pup who loves exploring. But that isn't the only clue. When we see Bingo growing up alongside Lila and Daddy Drop-Off, one of the images shows Bluey's sister holding a trophy in what appears to be a science fair, which means she won a science fair, proving that Bingo is very intelligent and likely to pursue a scientific career. Still not convinced? Then let's take a look at the photo we see in the future scene of Surprise, where Bingo is standing on Easter Island, a place frequently visited by archaeologists on expeditions because of its historical importance. It's becoming clearer and clearer that Bingo has everything it takes to become a great archaeologist just like her father, something that could be shown in the Ringo episode, perhaps with her working from home so she can spend more time with her family. There's a new video every day and only subscribers get it first. So subscribe and don't miss out. Trip. Because of Bingo's job, it would be brilliant if her son's episode were about a family trip that she takes because of an archaeological expedition. While Ringo and Dougie would be there as tourists, Bingo would be there for work, investigating fossils and things like that. This could even serve as a way to show the differences between Bingo and Bandit, her father. He chose to work from home most of the time so he could take care of the family, and Bingo will probably do that too, but she will still go on more expeditions than her father and will bring her family family along whenever possible so she doesn't miss out on precious time with them. Maybe this episode would take place during the time when Bingo traveled to Easter Island and could include a scene of her taking the photo that appeared in Surprise. We don't know who took that picture, but it's possible that it was Dougie or even Ringo himself. Dream. Speaking of that, since Bingo's career might get a good amount of attention in this episode, it would be interesting if Ringo started asking himself what he wants to become when he grows up. Of course, that would take a very long time since it would be the future of the future. But what if Ringo already had an idea of what he wants to be someday? Our theory: Ringo will dream of becoming a musician, and the reason for that will be Bingo. Bluey's little sister has already shown that she has a great talent for music, playing a drum set with an impressive level of skill for a child her age, especially considering she had never played the drums before that moment. Because of that, Bingo will probably develop a love for music in the future and play the drums in her free time, and that will eventually make her son Ringo develop a love for music as well. Children almost always want to do the same things their parents enjoy doing, so watching Bingo play the drums will inspire Ringo to want to play instruments too, something that could eventually grow into the dream of becoming a successful musician when he grows up.
No need to leave yet. We've left 2 amazing videos on the screen for you to enjoy. See you next time.